The Brixton Storr concept used VR modeling tool Gravity Sketch extensively throughout its development. It's unmatched as a collaborative tool to quickly generate high-quality sub-D models. Several sketch design directions can be compared to make a more informed decision on the best path forwards. Once the preferred design direction is chosen, the entire concept model development phase can be achieved in VR, fully respecting technical, ergonomic, and aesthetic criteria. Working in VR gives the design team a realistic three-dimensional grasp of the volumes and surfaces as well as a highly authentic sense of the model's presence. In this way, the main advantages of a conventional clay model are recaptured in a digital process. Modelers with physical clay modeling experience have an unparalleled understanding of form, and once retrained are able to produce expertly crafted surface models in Gravity Sketch. Even so, the need to build a physical clay model for verification still remains, and Gravity Sketch can be useful here too for designing the clay model's underlying framework. This understructure is then constructed from steel and foam before being 3D scanned. This scanned data is then imported back into Gravity Sketch for verification that the structure sits comfortably inside the designed surfaces, and so avoiding CNC milling issues. Industrial styling clay then covers the understructure, and it's once again scanned and imported into Gravity Sketch to check that there's enough clay over the framework. This reduces clay waste and ensures the clay milling process can be achieved with maximum efficiency. Having been developed in VR, the milled-out clay is remarkably similar to what the design team expected. Since the majority of the exploratory form-finding phase was performed digitally, the ensuing clay process can focus on fine-tuning surfaces and adjusting smaller details. With the major design surfaces refined in clay and then scanned, it was back into VR to make some design tweaks for the showbike, and then figure out how the final design surfaces would translate into actual 3D printable components. The VR studio also provides an ideal place for the design team to review refined alias surface data, especially with stakeholders located across several different physical locations. With thickness and mounting features added, we can climb inside the model one last time and check and solve for any final part construction or assembly issues. High-quality 3D printed components guarantee that there is very little variation from the print file, and that assembly issues are minimized. The assembled model is checked one more time after parts have been sanded and primed. The designers then define the color, trim, and graphics before heading into the paint booth to bring the final paint scheme to life. Following final assembly, the bike is sent out for a photo shoot before heading to Milan to be unveiled at the 2023 EICMA Motorcycle Show.